Good morning and happy Funfold Friday. Hello, Luana and Carlos. How are you? How are you? Awesome. Oh, I love the weekend and I love kicking it off with this Funfold Friday. Get everybody good ideas to craft for the weekend. All right. Before we get started in today's Funfold, I just want to remind you the last chance sale, which just means that these are items that are going to be retiring in a week. I can't believe April's almost over. It's crazy. I'm going to be using 2 of the items that will be retiring, and they are also on sale. So I'll show you those and then we'll get started. All right. We've got Darlene with us now in the house. Let me switch camera views. Oh, yeah. So what are we doing? Funfold Friday. I've got a Funfold called the Double Panel Layered Funfold. Okay, so it's a very simple Funfold, but it's really cool. I think you're gonna like it. All right, let's go on and get started then. And let me switch my camera view. Here we go. All right, these are the 2 items that I'm using that are retiring and are on sale. The Dainty Delight Stamp Set. The dies are also retiring and they're on sale, but I'm not using those. But this stamp set is 30% off right now. And then the Inked Botanical paper. Oh my gosh, I used this paper so much this year because it's fall, it's spring, it's summer. I mean, literally you can use it for all the seasons, and it's got beautiful floral and leaf, botanicals, but it's also got great just graphic, just geometric designs you can use for anything. So beautiful paper, and it is 20% off. Awesome. All right, so we're using those 2 things. We're going to also use the Stylish Stitch dies. These are not retiring. These are not retiring, but I'm using those. All right, let's make a list of all the things we need. So let me get this off of here. All right, and come down here. The first thing we're going to need is some very vanilla or some white, depending on what color designer paper you use. And the first piece is just 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, this is the base of the card. Okay, we're not going to fold it. This is like a layer. It's just a layer, a base. The next piece of very vanilla is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And that is for the inside of the card. It's very little inside. And then we need some scraps for some circles. These are from the Stylish Shaped dies. And so you want 2 different sizes. And of course, they don't have to be circles. They can be shapes. They can be, anything, but I'm using these circles. All right. So that's the very vanilla. The next thing we're going to need is some Lost Lagoon. All right. And the Lost Lagoon is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And that's all there is of that. Then there is a little bit of wild wheat, and it's a 3 1/4 inch strip. We don't really need this. I just cut this off from a 5 1/2 piece. So, but however long your sentiment is, that's what you need. So that's just for the sentiment. All right. And then finally, we need a 6 by 6 sheet of designer paper. All right. And this is a great card for using up 6 by 6 paper. Now, this piece I love because it's got this great plaid on the back. And then it's got this really pretty, just tone on tone, simple botanical design. All right. So that is all the paper we need. And now let's get to creating. All right, the first thing we're going to do is cut our designer paper. So let me move my cardstock out of the way and get my trimmer. Okay. Now, one thing about trimming your designer paper, you have to really kind of think of this. What we're going to do is we're going to cut a 2-inch strip, and we are going to layer it on this base. So whatever direction you want your design to go, that's how you're going to need to cut the 2 by 2, the 2 by 2 inch. I'm sorry, the 2 inch. And so since I'm using this side and this is the design I want, this will get cut at 2 inches. All right. So that's pretty simple. We just have a 2 inch and a 4 inch now. All right, put the 4x6 over to the side. We don't need that right now. We do need to trim this down though, because this is 6 inches and our card base is only 5.5. And we want a little bit, we don't want it all the way to the bottom. So we're going to just trim off to 5.25. All right. And now this little piece is scrap. Okay. We're not going to use that. And let's put that away and get our tape. Now, remember, if you've got any questions, to put a question mark in front so I can find it real quick. I'm going to check questions right now. Let me tape this on here. So I'm just lining that up and putting that on the left side of this card layer. All right, let me check my comments. And let's see who we've got so far. All right, we have, of course, we have Luana, Carlos, and Darlene. They were here earlier. Susan, Tiffany, Bonnie, Sandra, Jean, Janie, Carol, Teresa, Tony, Kay, Margaret, Rosie, Marie, Kathy, Sandra, V, Jan, awesome. Thank y'all so much for showing up this morning. I love, oh, and there's Amy. I love having all of you with us and sharing this card fold with you. So fun, so fun. All right, let's get back to it now. All right, so this part is done for right now. Now we need this piece. All right, now this piece we're going to turn so that it is 6 inches across the top and 4 inches down. And we're going to fold it in half and we're going to have the opposite side showing. So we're just going to put this up here. Well, I'm having difficulty. All right. Match up my corners there. Okay. Pinch it in the center and then just kind of press it down like that and then get your bone folder. There we go. All right, and this is going to be our card. Okay, so there's our card. It's very little. This is going to get layered on this cardstock here. So let me get some tape. There we go. And we're just going to center that on there. Awesome. All right, so far so good. Now we are going to take this and put it on the center of our card. Okay, now I'm going to glue it this time. I don't want it to fall off. Not that it would, but I don't always trust the tape runner when it comes to layers that I need to make sure stay on. And this one I do because this is the piece that opens. All right. And it looks like I got it a little twisted. I don't know if I can move it. No, it looks like it's already secure. Well, no, there we go. Come on. It's just barely crooked. All right. It was just crooked enough for my craziness. There we go. We've got that part. Now let's decorate this. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. This is the inside piece. And you can stamp it first and then tape it in, or just tape it in and then stamp it, or don't stamp it. There we go. And that is just going to go in there. Awesome. Okay, so that is the base of the card. Okay, that's the skeleton of the card. Now let's decorate it. So we've got these 2 circles here. We're going to take the smaller one. And I've got my Dainty Delight here. And I've got my Lost Lagoon. Go. And I'm just going to ink this up. And we're just going to cover. That looks good. Perfect. Put that to the side for a sec. I'm going to color these flowers so it gives it a little bit more. All right, and I've just got my Daffodil Delight here. We don't have, well, I have wild wheat, but when I colored my flowers with wild wheat earlier, they looked kind of, well, ugly. I didn't like wild wheat for the color of my flowers. So I changed it to this Daffodil Delight. There we go. And there we go. Any more flowers? Well, this is really Queen Anne's lace that should be white. I'm going to leave that white. And then I've got my Lost Lagoon for my leaves. There we go. And I'm using the light so that you can still see the outline of the leaf from the Lost Lagoon ink pad. Okay. There we go. Almost done. Just a few more. All right, good. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to get this one with the Daffodil Delight because I think it needs more color. So it'll look like it's little tiny flowers on there. Or wheat. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Now I'm done. Love it. Okay, so we have that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer that on that, but you know, I can't layer without dimensionals. So get me some dimensionals here. I'm going to put these in the center, okay, because I am also going to use dimensionals on this other circle, but I don't want them to overlap so I don't get double thickness. So those are in the center there. These dimensionals I will put on the outer edge. There we go. And that way, when it goes through the mail, it doesn't, it's not too thick to go through the mail. Oh, I forgot to tie my ribbon on there. Hold on, hold on. Oh, quick, quick, quick. Yep. Okay, let's get some ribbon on here. And this is our Lost Lagoon ribbon. I love this ribbon. I love everything. Don't you? Don't you wish you just could have it all? Love it. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, and let me get my clamping tweezers. Okay. Perfect. Make the loops a little smaller. There we go. And then I want to make my bow at the top. So I'm just going to twist that so it goes up there. I'm also going to trim off those tails. They're too long. There we go. Perfect. Now I can stick my circle on here. Awesome. And we're almost done. All we need is a little bling. And we are finished with this fun fold, okay? So I've gotten out the in color dots. These are retiring also. Oh my gosh, everything is going away. But we're getting a new catalog. So some of my customers are starting to let me know that their catalogs have arrived. I'm so excited. I've sent anyone who's ordered from me at least $50 in the past year. I sent you a complimentary catalog. Oh, I forgot the sentiment. Hold on. I'm not done with this card. Hold my horses. Okay. Okay. I know my sentiment's going to go right there. So I'll put this one down here. Okay. Whoa. I totally forgot the main part of my card. Anyways, I hope your catalogs are coming. Be patient though. They will be there. If they're not here by the 26th, give me a call. And I will make sure that you got on the list. If you didn't get on the list, I'm happy to send you a catalog, complimentary. The only thing I ask when I send a complimentary catalog, of course, is that you do purchase from me. That way, the commission I get from your order goes to cover the cost of the shipping. Okay, so that's all I ask. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the sentiment, and we're just going to put that on there. And now we are done with our card. I don't want to cover up all those pretty yellow flowers. I guess I'm going to have to, darn. Well, shoot. I should have placed the flowers more strategically, but that's okay. I hope you all like this fun fold. It is super easy. All you need, one more time, let me go through the dimensions. All you need for the very vanilla, there's this base back here, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then there is this inside piece, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then the scrap for the 2 circles. So that's the vanilla. Then the Lost Lagoon back here, this layer is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. Then this wild wheat is just 3/4 inch strip. And then finally, the 6x6 designer paper, we cut off 2 inches, trimmed it down. And then we took this 4x6, folded it in half, and that's all we did. And there you go. That is how you do today's fun fold. So easy. Now, also remember, I will have the written instructions in your email today. All right. You have to be subscribed to my newsletter, which if you're not, you can just go to my blog and fill out the little form. Let me put my blog up here. Where is my blog? There it is. Creatingwithchristina.com. There's a little form. You just fill it out and you'll get on my newsletter list. I haven't finished writing it, so you have time to sign up and get that so that you'll get today's downloadable. If you don't get it in your email, it will be on my blog, but you just won't be able to download anything from my blog. You'll just have to handwrite it, some notes or something, or keep the blog open while you create the card. But if you want a downloadable, printable PDF, then you have to be on my newsletter. All righty. That is all I have for you. Let me double check and make sure I didn't miss any questions this morning. Got all these lovely people. Lori has joined us. Janet. Awesome. Oh, good, good, good. Everybody's having a great morning. Kay's got her catalog. Love it. Awesome. And we are going to have a catalog walkthrough on May 1st. That's the, I can't show the inside of the catalog until then, but I do want to explain this new catalog to you because it is very, very different from any of the past catalogs that Stampin' Up! Has done. So I want to help you find things in there. Okay. All right. You all have a blessed weekend. I love y'all so much. You don't know how much it means to me that you show up and you just enjoy this because I love doing it. All right. Bye-bye.